Hello everyone, welcome back to our videos today. And of course, all of you will probably see many of us familiar faces, and we do have a special guest today, Lisa from UK. Yeah, so by the way, I'm Siu Wei from Singapore. Yeah, so I'm very happy to have all of us back again today. So today we'll discuss about what is our journey like after PCC. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, maybe can I invite Lisa to say a few words about her journey?
Okay. So journey in terms of getting coaching clients.
Yeah.
Um, I would say honestly, it's not an easy journey. I don't think that PCC automatically excels you into the world of getting paid clients. Um, so my clients come from warm referrals, so people that know me, and also I post quite often on LinkedIn. So I'm gaining some traction there. And then I work for one or two associate coaching companies. I think one of them in particular has taken more notice of me or given me more clients since I've become PCC. I think it's a combination of being accredited and also having a lot of visibility online. And I think if you're a coach and you've got your PCC, but you're not up for having a personal brand online, then you're doing yourself a disservice, or it's almost a waste of time because the coaching industry is completely oversaturated. And I know this from speaking with people who run coaching companies. So the only way to get work really and make some decent money is to have a personal brand. You have to niche. Your name has to be out there, and you've got to differentiate from your competitors. And then when you finally get down to the coaching, hopefully you'll be referred because your PCC level of coaching will serve your clients so well that they will then think of you for other clients. But it's a long journey.
Yeah, thank you for that insight. Yes, it's indeed not easy because personally, for me, I am getting clients through some facilitation work. And then, of course, from there, I get some follow-ups. And on top of those, I do have some clients from the coaching platforms, but it is not a lot. And I need to run master class in order to get visibility. What are your experience, Usa?
Thank you, Sheila and Lisa. So my name is Usa. I am Thai, based in Bangkok, Thailand. I actually continue to take courses to learn more. So I apply for ACTC. I also going to apply for more skills to help me in terms of coaching performance and quality. In terms of getting the clients, so I get the clients from coaching platforms, which is several platforms that I have been working with them. Not too many, but I have several, almost every week, I have the clients. Some clients, they book 4 sessions or 6 sessions, so I have continue the clients almost every week. Some, it's not every week like that, but mostly every week I will got the clients. And so I'm learning and working as well after PCC. What about you, Sheila?
Thank you, Usa, and thank you for sharing, Lisa. And looking forward to hearing from Shewi and Dr. Basu. So, in my case, I took the PCC exam in September 2025. The group helped me to pass, so I'm grateful to all of you. What I've done, the reason I took the exam, the PCC exam, because I want to commit myself to finish the PCC requirements because I became ACC in 2020 and then I postponed coaching and I said in September 2025, let's take the PCC exam, pass it, if I don't finish 500 hours, then I have to take it again. So that's my only reason of taking the exam in September 2025. And then it's really happening. It's already March 2025. I am based in Hong Kong, originally from the Philippines. Now I am in the Philippines, and what I realized is I intentionally decided to slow down. It's for me, before I do things, before I do coaching, more coaching hours, I decided to work from the Philippines, be with my aging mom, with my family here. So it's all right. At first I wasn't at peace. Like, why am I doing this? Why I am I postponing again? And there's a possibility that I will take PCC exam again, because I still need 200 hours to complete PCC. And what I, because I'm before coaching, I was an accountant, and an accountant is structured. So I want to, even if it will be done a few months from now, several months from now, I want to have a structure. And what I'm doing now is I assess what do I have, because sometimes what I hear from other coaches or from other gurus, we for me, I'm speaking for myself, I am not confident to be visible, that Sheila exists, because I feel I'm not enough, the imposter syndrome. So what I'm doing now is I assess what do I have, what are the resources that I have, and I realized, oh, I published a book in 2020, and because I took a full-time job, that's why it was published, but then it wasn't really materialized, it wasn't really used. And now what I'm doing is I'm relaunching that book, and currently I'm also studying different AI platforms. I discovered a Notion, not Notion, Notebook LLM. It can produce video, podcast, infographic. So what I'm doing is an online course, and I'm also a trained public speaker. And the reason why I joined Toastmasters, because I was shy, I couldn't speak in front of people. So I'm assessing what do I have, and but I will still go back to the reason why I decided to become a coach, and it to help others. But I think I need to help myself now. What do I need? And at the same time assess what are the resources that I currently have, and then prepare for my, like, to come back to be visible again. Yes. Can I invite Dr. Basu or back to Shiwei?
Yeah, I think first thing, my name is Basu. I am from India, and I've been just hearing my colleagues, their experience and their recommendation and their advice. I also have similar kind of a experience. Although, to be very honest, I did in the first place to know what is this subject. So many other things I was involved in people development. About my span of working is around 43 years. So I have worked all type of people, various type of people, development and all this. So consultancy, training, mentoring, all those things I did. But this I did not know what is coaching all about. When I did this, I found that it is another powerful tool, an extremely powerful tool. And if it is can be properly adjusted with other things, other ways of people development, it can be an extremely powerful thing. So that is the purpose of my doing. I personally did not uh, got involved in any platform or any other thing. Only through my experience and my network, some of the things I get some referrals from the people who know me, and that is some of the thing I have been doing for last 1.5 year, 2 years almost. Um, One of the take apart from this, I would say that one observation I made by speaking to many of us, I find only around 5, 7, 8%, not more than even 6, 7%. If I have come across around 125 coaches, peer coaches, very few, less than 5%, they are doing roaring business, great business. But most of them, it's a one of sometimes, as Usa was telling, one every week, maybe that kind of a situation, most of the people find. Another model I have found that there are many people who are working. They are keeping their work on the side. They are starting this coaching, but the transition from part-time coach to full-time coach has been very few and far between. So I understand the maybe some kind of a whatever you need, little bit of um, insurance or assurance, whatever you can say, that if you leave your job, full-time job, you will have enough paid clients. So everybody has to decide their own journey. So I have a feeling that it is a good thing that you get little stabilized. And I think Lisa also said, Usa also said, some platform you try to, there are many platforms, but many places you are not going to get back your reply also. If you give it, they will not even respond that I've received your application. But still, if you try 10 places, maybe 2 places, you will get some positive. So try with that. That is one. Recently, I have been also trying to understand, since you have done your PCC, that is the American system, but in the European system, it is EMCC, they call it. If your PCC you are doing with not very much additional thing, you can do the senior practitioners accreditation. So that's another subject, but it is just for the food for thought. I am just giving. So on the whole, 60,000 people are there around, qualified coaches, PCC, they are around in this world. So I'm sure that it is not going to be a very cakewalk kind of a journey. You need to struggle, and but I think many people are slowly getting into it. Because most of the country, I can talk about India, even very educated people, many people, they have never heard about coaching. If they find coaching comes the person who teaches how to do this thing. But that is mentoring or SME. So this is in a very nascent stage. Till such time, I feel it becomes little more popular, which it is becoming. So things will be falling in place and it will be little better. That's for me.
Yeah, can I share something a little bit? So for me, I found so many clients in the platform that they don't know what is coaching, how the coaching can help them. So when I met with the clients, I have seen so many clients' name and the company. Mostly they are global company or corporate companies, but they didn't book the session. They just leave that. The credit that they have maybe 4 unlimited credits, but they never book the session. I don't know what's happening until the period of the coaching credit expire and then done. So I don't know how this is a gap. If I match and then they book, that's fine. I got the clients. But if I just only match, but the clients didn't book, then I didn't get the clients. So, but I can compare when I was working in the corporate world, I have limited time, only after work or holidays, weekends. But now I open my full calendars. So I gain more, but not that too many, but I gain more. So how can I be more visible? How can I promote what the coaching is and how the coaching can help the clients? So that it's my discover recently. I try to keep reconnect with them. I try to send the message. I try to encourage. Still didn't work. Any other ideas how to get the clients, how to be more visible? But I also have another one more thing to be more visible in the public or social media. It's so important anyway because the clients will check with you. Who are you? How are you doing and what's next? What's your vision? Things like that. So we need to give ourselves be more visible. Otherwise, the client don't know you. yeah, that is from me.
Yeah, exactly that. The more specific you can be in your LinkedIn banner, the more specific you can be in your About Me section, you can get AI help to help you with that. Like get AI to help you with your niche, and you need to be very, very, very specific. And I really tightened up my LinkedIn about 4 weeks ago. I got a new banner done, a professional banner. I paid like £65 for it, English pounds. I got somebody to do it for me professionally. I got AI to help me to tighten up my ideal client. You need to know who your ideal client is. You just have to have that bullseye client. Other people will still come to you, but the algorithms won't work in your favor if you're broad or if you do coach speak like transformational and holding space and all of this. Like, no one cares, and also no one talks like that. You have to talk in your client's language. And honestly, I got a client straight off that 3 weeks ago. Like, literally, we had a call on Zoom. I asked her, did she want to think about it? She said, no, I want to book in, and paid a significantly more substantial amount than any coaching company is ever going to pay me. Now, that does not happen every week, but the reason it doesn't happen for me every week is because I don't do enough outreach. So we're business owners first, coaches second. And until we can get our heads around marketing, outreach, cold DMs, connections every day, it's sales. It's very simple sales. You have to have a pipeline. I mean, I don't have a pipeline. I'm not somebody here that has a million clients, but it did show me that she was a perfect example of, she's my ideal client. She saw my testimonial I posted on LinkedIn. Then she obviously looked at my About Me. She looked at my LinkedIn banner. She looked at my website for verification. By that point, she's got so many touch points of, okay, this coach is legit about what she's posting about. Okay, she charges this much. Okay, I can do a quick AI search and find out if she's overcharging. No, she's not. That's the actual average rate. The money went in. I would have more of that if I could consistently do outreach every day, which is basically sales and marketing. But it has to be at a high number, because there's coaches out, because we're going up against coaching companies as well, right? That have the ties with the big organizations. So again, it's harder for coaches because it's harder for someone to slap down £3,000 for 3 months with you, or £2,500 or £2,000 out of their personal wage, when they could get their organization to potentially pay for it. But the organizations don't always want to do that because they can use an associate coaching company and get a cohort of their employees to go through a program. So whatever way you look at it, we are up against it. But if you enjoy what you do and you're passionate about it, you have to understand that sales and marketing is imperative. You will not get clients by just being on LinkedIn but not being active on it. You have to connect with people every single day and DM them and find a way to strike up a conversation, and you have to get comfortable with it.
Yeah, I also found one more thing. The clients from the platform, when the coaching association connect with the clients, they connect with the whole company and global company. So actually the clients are there. How can we get them? So that's the Lisa actually just said. Yeah.
So maybe for the coaching platforms, again, back to visibility by running those online master class. So because I did 1 or 2 master class before, and then I do have like a few clients because of that. So I think that will probably be one of the ways. And of course, I tried as much as I can. Recently I just came back from a trip. And coincidentally, because my niche is into retirement coaching, and I have all these retirees with me, so I'm so happy to have the chance to talk to them. But of course, at this moment, I have no conversion yet. But I'm just continuing to build relationship with them. Yeah, so sometimes we probably have to also think about, certain relationship may not immediately turn into a conversion of as our client, but yeah, we just have to, keep on throwing our nets all over the place. Yeah, cast it far and wide.
Any thoughts from anyone?
I think in short, whatever I observed from each one of you, uh, very specifically tried to tell how you have approached. Although nothing can guarantee a success, but I'm sure that if you try, my theory is at least 100 people you touch, 20 people might be interested in talking to you. Maybe 5-10% may finally they can get converted into a paying client. It's not easy, but in one word, whatever I heard from all of you, that it is not impossible. It is definitely possible. Coaches, coaching is required in this world, and slowly it is getting popular. Earlier, many people they did not know. At least I can, as I said, from Indian context, many people they do not know what this coaching is all about. But slowly, when they come to know, okay, this is very important, or they are very useful. They say very useful. Because right now I have been coaching some 7 people, very senior people from one organization. They also, not a single fellow, they are all general manager. 2 or 3 of them are general manager, deputy general manager, remaining 4. They have never heard. They're coaching, they said a basketball coach, cricket coach, but this type of coach, people development coach, they don't have any idea. But initially they will not open up. But as I'm doing for last more than close to 2 years, so now I know exactly what is their worry. Slowly, over a period of time, they are very frank. They're doing very good progress. So I am sure that it is possible, and each one of you felt somebody more, somebody little less. You have already seen little bit of success, and I'm sure that if you are, and I agree, Lisa was giving some. I was taking down little bit of note that who are you in this whole world? Nobody knows you. So your LinkedIn or maybe your AI, your outreach, your visibility, there has to be, it has to increase. And it has to be only then you can catch in your net maybe many people. And it is not that on a hilltop I will have something and the world will find its way right up to the hilltop to take coaching from me. It doesn't happen like this. So I think more or less most of the points have been touched, and a new person who is coming from this particular uh, session, what we discussed, he will be able to pick up quite a bit.
Yeah, we live in a digital world, as we know, so we're seeing each other through a screen more than any other way. If we think about our day, we see other people through a screen really more than in person. If we're business owners, I'm not talking about if you work in an office or if you have a job that you go to. So we have to be seen online, and that's the way it's going. As a coach, I think to be successful, you need to have a YouTube channel. You need to be doing webinars every week online for free, so you're educating people about what it is that you offer. You need to have this thing called waiting lists, where you create a WhatsApp group and you get people onto it, where you have a program and you want to get some interest. It's called signaling interest. And get them onto a waiting list and then entice them and build it up and build it up. Then you need to have something online that you can be selling when you're asleep. So it's either a YouTube channel, or you've got some app, or you've got a book. It's all now about having intellectual property. Our skills are the last thing. Believe it or not, this is the irony of the PCC. The PCC is the supplying the work, yeah? But to make money from coaching, you actually have to win the work. So since I've done my PCC, I've gone in trying to be one step ahead, or learning to be one step ahead in terms of the business development. And when I was training to be a coach, I heard the classic words, "You're so good, Lisa, the clients will just come to you." What a load of bullcrock, right? And the supplying the work is the easy bit. That's the bit we all love to do. It's our comfort zone. It's amazing. Actually, as a business owner, winning the work is where it's at, and that's the hardest part. But winning the work in 2026 and going forward as a self-employed person, then a freelancer, and then if you become a business owner when you're VAT registered, that's where you're going to make the money, winning it. But we're not taught that at school. Well, not in England anyway. You're not taught to win work. You're taught to supply for other people. So coaches supplying coaching for associate companies. And I don't knock that. Like, it's great to work for associate companies. I have a client this afternoon, but to make life-changing money, we have to be able to learn how to win the work. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a cost, time and investment beyond PCC. You're probably going to have to spend money on that because coaching schools don't teach us how to run businesses, and there is so much to it. So it's like taking a deep breath and seeing if you're up for that, if you want to coach beyond associate.
I want each one maybe 30 seconds if share that a part-time coach versus 100% full-time, taking the risk and getting into plunging into this business with nothing on the side, whether it because it's very understandable that your focus increases, focus changes. Whether in the business does it make any sense, or people their conventional wisdom says I have to protect myself first. Security is the first thing, and on the side I will develop. And everybody says one thing when it will be adequate. So I have been asking, how do you know that what is that point? Which point after that you will take a call? No more working for somebody full time. I'll be working for myself. So I do not know that answer. So I thought if you can share maybe a little bit each one about this.
I will go first as ACC. So I have same experience as USA, and I admire USA because she did it first before me. So I am still a full-time employee as a program manager, and my plan in the future is to be a part-time coach first before becoming a full-time coach. So I'm very thankful to all of you for the insights tonight.
Mhm.
I think for me, at this moment, I'm still working in school as an educator. Personally, to your question about when is it adequate enough for me to let go of my full-time job, I would say I would see it as like in a few years' time, maybe 1 or 2 years' time. I'm giving myself that period of time in order to stabilize, to make sure that every month I have maybe an X amount or X number of clients. So I will set the client number of clients as well as in terms of the amount of money that I will probably get from coaching. Plus, I wouldn't think I would be relying on coaching as my only source of income. I will definitely take on other assignments, for example, things like facilitation work, training job.